Hi, welcome to Digital Insurance in Action, and today we're going to have a look at an InView from Aviva, and it's all around digital innovation. Before we start, I think that you'll be aware Digital Insurance in Action is a series where we're really looking at what's happening in digital insurance around the world, and it's kindly sponsored and enabled by KPMG. So anyway, let's jump straight in. I like Aviva's Digital Garage initiative. It started in the UK. It's now come here to us in Asia and in Singapore in particular. But before we go into the details, let's just step back and have a look at sort of how important this is strategically for Aviva. And you can see here the quotation from Mark Wilson, their group CEO, really saying Aviva puts digital first because that's how our customers want to deal with us. The new Digital Garage will create the products and services they want, how they want them, and when they want them. And then on the left-hand side, extracted from one of their sort of analyst reports, strategic anchors, and you'll see in the middle there is digital first. So it's there up there really as one of the top three digital strategies. You'll also see being a composite is also another key part of their strategy, and we'll see later how those two aspects together are working potentially very well for Aviva. So just by way of background, most of you know Aviva is the largest insurer in the UK. It has more than 34 million customers around the world in 16 countries. The Digital Garage started in the UK, and it intends to drive digital innovation in the insurance sector. And it's really trying to adopt some of the principles that you see in startups and bring in a more sort of innovative, bring in the skills that are required for technology innovation, and to also start on a cultural change for that organisation. It also becomes one of the ways in which Aviva can also, I guess, develop a community that allows it to collaborate with others, with other fintech startups that are around as well. So in terms of the overall concept, it uses that sort of test and learn approach where it would like to rapidly prototype digital initiatives to see whether they work, to engage, putting prototypes in front of customers. And a few months ago, it essentially announced that they were launching the Digital Garage in Singapore, and the plan in Singapore, I believe, is to have a team of around 30 people who are within the actual Digital Garage itself, and then there's a supporting ecosystem of technology specialists that are also based in Singapore and probably within their existing business. And clearly you can see from the concept perspective, they're adopting an officeless organizational structure, new ways of work, trying to attract a different type of person who wants to get involved in insurance. And as part of that, they've also recognized that design in the form of user experience is a very, very critical part of this digital journey. So they're also hiring experts to assist in the build of their technologies. Other aspects that they're also looking at is how can you be faster, smarter and leaner in terms of the way you work. And I think all of us who are involved in innovation are really looking at this and saying, how can we start to test things more aggressively? How can we get the learnings that are necessary? Because quite often it's not the first prototype that is successful. It's quite often it's the second or perhaps even the third. So finding ways to actually test very quickly and improve very quickly is at the heart of innovation. And obviously Aviva recognised this in their garage. I think also what we see is obviously that focus on customer centricity that you'd expect. And you've got basically an operating model that's been altered to prioritise issues that relate to digital efforts. And I was very fortunate. I was a presentation and conference in Vienna in October, and I shared a sort of platform, a Q&A session with the group CIO, Monique Shivanardhan, and she sort of was very passionate about technology and her mission, and was really saying how her aim is her personal objective is to turn Aviva into a technology company and aiming to bring along the entire organisation on that journey of change as well. So that's the Digital Garage. I think it's very, very heartening that you're seeing large multinationals investing significant amount of money in innovation and looking at how they can really professionalise and use that in their business going forward. And Aviva as a composite does have quite an interesting position, and their concept is around My Aviva. And I think what they're really looking to do is to connect non-life products with life products and provide a sort of a digital supermarket for their customers. And this could be very useful for them, say, compared to a life-only organisation, because some of the non-life products are very good and products to use for acquisition purposes in a completely digital environment. So it'll be very interesting to see how their journey goes. So that wraps it up really on this InView today. Obviously, we are supported by our sponsors. It allows us to bring this range of snippets, InViews and case studies to you. If you'd like to know more about the Digital Insurer, please do visit us the website. Help us to grow and spread this message of digital innovation in the insurance industry. Thank you very much.